6 years ago, we set out to do something that sounds crazy, to turn the whole story of the Bible into a handcrafted video game that's going to help both someone who's already a Christian and somebody who's not to find their place in God's big story. We hope and pray that the Serpent and the Seed will engage a 10-year-old who grew up in a Christian home and is looking to make their parents' faith their own. Or be shared with schoolmates who've maybe never opened a Bible. Or you might be an adult believer and you've never thought about the fact that the Bible has a big overarching story. Or you might not even be a Christian, but you're drawn to the beauty of our game, and our hope is that it might spark a curiosity in the God that it speaks of. And obviously, whoever you are, we hope that it will just be a whole heap of fun in the process. And now here we are 6 years later, and the Serpent and the Seed is finally available to play on Steam. No, not this kind of Steam. I meant this Steam. It's the marketplace for games on PC and Mac. Now, if you've been following the project for any length of time, you might be wondering, isn't this game finished already? Well, it's a fair question, because we did launch it on mobile over a year ago. We were incredibly proud of what we'd made, and it was a joy seeing people experience the story for the first time. But as people played, we also started to see all the little ways we could make it even better. So instead of simply recompiling the mobile version for PC, we kept building. Because we were too excited about this game to stop just because the mobile version shipped. And also we knew that players on Steam simply have different expectations of their games from mobile players. Over the last year, we've rebuilt scenes, redesigned cinematics, brought in professional voice acting from Liz Jadav, added Steam achievements, reworked the lighting, and polished almost every corner of the game. Some of the changes are big, and others are the kind of details you would never consciously notice. Individually, they're tiny, but together they make this feel much closer to the game we've always imagined making. Now, it wasn't all smooth sailing. A week before we were due to take part in Steam's Next Fest in February, Valve rejected our demo. Their feedback? All we can see are pink spots. The trouble was we couldn't reproduce the problem at all. Everything looked completely fine on our machines and on our friends' machines. How do you go about fixing a bug like that completely blind? In a slight moment of panic, we frantically bought a Windows PC with next day delivery just so we could investigate properly. Thankfully we found the issue, and it was an easy fix. But we did decide to wait until the June Next Fest in the end to give us some more time to get the whole game ready. Moments like that never make it into the finished game, but they're a very real part of that journey of bringing one to life. Along the way, we were also integrating voice acting.
In a perfect place, you met a man who seemed exceedingly comfortable in his own skin.
Sewing Mungo plushies ready for a festival called Creation Fest in August down in Cornwall. Putting together our Steam demo, and watching people we'd never met stream the game live for the very first time.
Called The Serpent and the Seed, and so we're going to get into this and see what we got here, what it has to offer.
Seeing creators like Theo genuinely connect with the game has been such a rewarding experience.
Voice acting is 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Music is great too, bro.
So after 5 years of initial development and another year spent refining, polishing and rebuilding, we're incredibly excited that people can finally experience what feels like the definitive version of The Serpent and the Seed. If it sounds like the sort of adventure that you'd enjoy, we'd love you to check it out. And if you do play it and enjoy it, I have one small favour to ask of you. Steam doesn't show an overall review score until a game reaches its first 10 reviews. So those first reviews make a huge difference to whether other people decide to give the game a chance. So if you enjoy your time with The Serpent and the Seed, then even a short review could really help us out. So whether you've been following The Serpent and the Seed for years, or whether you've only just discovered it, thank you for being a part of the journey. I can't wait to hear what you think.